Howdy, let's dive into the charts. All right, starting out here with NBIS. I think we have a nice looking impulsive move to the upside, but we are looking at this on the log scale. So there's a possibility that we could be putting in the wave three right now. There are some hesitations I have in this price action. When we dig deeper down, we'll see what that is. So down here at the 1 hour before we zoom in, as you can see, we have quite a bit of overlap in here, and we don't have that straight up shot that we typically want to see in a wave three. One thing that is sticking out is that we're putting in higher highs and higher lows here. We haven't broke that trend yet. So as long as that trend is intact, I think the bulls are still looking good. And we are breaking above previous levels of resistance and flipping them into support as we go up, which is always a good thing to see in an uptrend. So far, the bulls still have control at the moment, but I want to dig in deeper this area to dissect it and look for a possible trade setup in there. Down here on the 1 hour, I think we have some nice clarity in the Elliott Wave in the form of a zigzag move down from 233. Now, the question is, what are we dealing with on the right-hand side here? There's two possibilities that I'm keeping an eye out to trade. One would be the bullish side, where we complete as a nice impulsive move, breaking 233, and then we come down for another correction internally, possibly coming back to 204 for continuation to the upside. Now, having a completed impulse at the all-time high, again, if we don't just rip up, could mean that we're done and we're heading lower for lower lows, and I'd be watching for that as well. And that's where the C3 setup trade comes into play. Doesn't matter if this is going to be retracing for an internal retracement or if we're going to be moving down further, you still benefit off of that trade setup. Now, if we end up continuing down here and breaking 204, then I'd be considering that we're dealing with some kind of sideways correction since we have a zigzag move down. And right now, all we have is a zigzag move up printed. So using those two clues, I'd be looking for a potential sideways. We did come deep enough that we could be in a potential flat area as well. We could get a sweep of this level, but I'd have to see how we come down. Again, if we come down impulsively, then I would lean more toward the flat scenario. Right now, the main level is 204. If we break that, I would lean more toward the correction side. If we hold it and break 233 first, I would lean more toward the bullish and impulsive side. We do have a major level here at 170, so if things start falling apart, that'd be the next level I'd be looking at and considering a potential bounce. So right now on NBIS, I'm watching how this pattern plays out from here, and then I'll be looking for trade setups on whichever direction this decides to break at the moment. All right, here on NVDA on the 4 hour, it's obvious the bulls are still in control at the moment. We still have been putting in higher highs and higher lows at the smaller degree at least. We've broken above our range high at 195. Flipped it into support and continued on upward. Now, we did reject from the 240 area swiftly, and this does look like it's coming in pretty hot into an area of interest. So if we do start breaking down the lowest I'd want to see it go before I start considering that this pivot is going to break is 203 or the 200 level. But the major concerning level is 195. So I'm watching how this comes down and corrects. If we end up correcting or moving back up, there's a chance for some more legs up. If we end up coming down impulsively and breaking these levels, then that might be it for a little bit. I'm going to be watching for a retracement back up and a potential for a rollover. I think if we do end up turning over and going bearish here, 195 is going to be a good spot to look as it has flipped in the past. But the major trend changer is down at 163.50. So the bulls still have some range, and there's a lot of price action within this range. It's got to cut through. That's what I'm looking for on NVIDIA. Just as long as the bulls hold these levels here, I think they still have the juice. Taking a look here at Tesla on X, I was looking for a move into this area of interest and for a bounce out and reaction, and we got that reaction off my level 2 this tick. So now it's up to bulls to continue up from this level at 396. Ideally, they want to hold the 409 area for the retrace before we get continuation to the upside. This is a mixed bag. When we look at the larger picture here, is for the bulls, it's either going to be a 1-2, 1-2 setup, and we're heading up for further upside. On the bear side, we're looking at an A, B, C completed zigzag, and it's hitting a lot of markers for a completed zigzag. But we are also hitting a 618 retrace to this level between 452 and 396. We do have a gap here to fill with invalidation of this idea of 452. So if you have a strong bias bearish, again, we're looking for a rejection in this area here with a hold of 452. 452 break invalidates that idea. If you're looking on the bull side, we want to come down and hold 409 and continue on up with the invalidation of that idea at 396. With that, let's go ahead and look at some crypto. Starting out crypto with hype. I have this count going a couple different ways, but I think the main focus is going to be this price action here, which looks like a potential wave 3. We have broken up to new all-time highs, so there is a possibility we just could keep on ripping. If I do have this counted right, there's several variations, but the wave 2 ended here. So we're looking for a most likely target for wave 3 up here at 70. I do want to see the price reach up to the 1618. That would definitely add more confidence to this being a wave 3 completion off of this wave 2 down here. Down at the lesser degree, I think we are completing a nice looking impulsive move up. If we do end up stopping and turning around, there is a possibility that we're going to reach up into the $70 area. Again, we have some confluence up here in the wave 5 most likely target for this impulsive move. And then we have the wave 3 most likely target for the larger degree potential count. We are getting some divergence here on the EWO as well. What I want to see is a completion of a nice impulsive move. If we end up ripping up, so be it. But if we end up getting a turn here, I want to see 58 hold ideally. And the final level for the bulls to hold would be 54.18. If we start breaking below that, especially in an impulsive manner, I think things are starting to fall apart for this idea, with 51 being the line in the sand for me. We did have a pretty large correction for the wave 2. So for the wave 4, we could be getting some sideways. So I'll be watching for these levels to hold as support as we go sideways. So right now on the bear side, we're looking for a completion up and then a potential rejection off of this area of interest in an impulsive manner, and then a potential for a C3 down. On the bulls, we want to maintain about 58 here, ideally with our line in the sand being at 51. Go ahead and take a look at near now. Near is looking a lot stronger than hype at the moment. We're definitely getting a lot more multipliers. But the fibs, we were way past the 1618 at the lesser degree and even at the larger degree, as I have accounted. So what I'm really is a wave 4 to this degree of being offset up. Ideally, we keep pushing up to 270, and we use the 230 level as support for our sideways potential move for the wave 4, again, to offset this. We end up breaking down. We come into most likely targets between the 382 and the 50. I think the line in the sand is going to be $2 for me for the ideal look at this point. Again, we could still be stretching up here. That is a most likely target as far as the fibs go, and we have a lesser degree wave 4 orthodox end right there as well. So there's a lot of $2 that would kind of keep us up. Line in the sand is going to be 182 for me. That's when things start getting a little funny looking. Breaking below that is going to be my sus point that something else is going on, that we're doing a pump and dump here. So if we're going to jump on this train and we're bullish, we're going to wait for a little bit of a sideways to offset this wave 2 before we get in for a wave 4-5 potential, and then a continuation in 4-5-4-5 if I have this count correct. So that's what I'm watching for here on near. All right, lastly, we're going to take a look at PENGU. We started watching this asset back at 1 cent. And so far, the move down has played very nice and technically. Clear Elliott Wave. We have a nice impulsive move down, a zigzag up to the algo zone. And then we get a nice completed impulse down to the golden zone. And it also hit every single algo target. And we hit the 618 to the tick and bounce off of this level of interest as well. At the smaller degree on the right, I'm watching for 2 possibilities. On the bear side, I think we have a potential for a zigzag move down, with this bounce being an X wave, which would lead to further downside in the form of a double zigzag potentially. If for that to play out, bears want to see rejection from this level at the 618 and this level at 0.0094, with an invalidation of that idea at 0.0099 up at this pivot. On the bull side, I think this does look like more like an impulsive move to the upside. And this could have been just a flush out. It's all going to depend on this retracement to this level of interest at 0.0087. If we can maintain a move correctively to this level, which is also an area of interest for the algo zone as well, and we bounce out, I think there's a potential that we could come up and at least retest this level of interest up here. The invalidation for this idea would be at this pivot at 0.008365. So those are just the ideas I'm watching for on all these tickers. If you like this type of analysis, please subscribe down below or leave a comment if you see something different. If you'd like to learn more, come to tradedevils.com and check out the belt system there if you want to learn more about technical analysis, or if you'd like to come and check me out over on X. I post there a lot more often, to be honest. Again, if you like this type of technical analysis and breakdown, check out some of these other videos. Thanks for staying to the end and watching. Trade safe, trade clarity. Take it easy. Later.